Back.
All right. We back?
Yep. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Not much.
Had a good call?
What's that? Yeah, good call.
Good call, good call. All right. Um, let's just get into it, bro. Let's just get into it.
Yeah, let's go.
Introduce
Ready.
yourself. Who are you? Who
Yeah, I'm
is who is this guy? Who are you targeting? What did you do? Also, before this, let us know the story.
what was that last part?
Let us know the story as well.
Oh yeah. So I'll just you want me to start from the beginning?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool, yeah. So I'm Connor. I'm from the US, back in North Carolina on the east side. And um as far as when I first came in contact with Gus and Lead Degens and this whole thing, it was back in 2023, I think last year in August is when I first joined. Um, I had no prior experience in lead generation. I had a little bit of prior experience in like cold email a little bit. Like I had a system set up and I was doing outreach.
For what?
But for email marketing myself, I was
Email
brand
marketing. So,
new.
so you're running like an email marketing agency back then?
Yeah, but it was like zero clients. So
Okay.
it was yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, so I was sending out cold emails, had like 20 accounts, 20 domains, and obviously wasn't getting results from it, whatever. And then I joined up, uh, Lead Degens in August. Went through it, figured I that's where I figured out that you can actually do this for other people. And I was like, well, I'm not even getting results for myself, so I don't know. But then I started doing cold email, started getting results for myself from your group in August, and I was like, well, let me just transition to that model.
So
Got my
traditionally, you went into the group to figure out like, okay, how do I do cold email and how do I get clients for my own agency? And then
yeah,
you started booking meetings for the email marketing agency.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And then I was like, well, if I'm getting results for myself and I can do this long term, an actual agency. Let me just try this. Tried it out. Started getting book meetings for myself. Signed my first client. So I started in August. Signed my first client like September. I think it was September 1st.
Okay.
Um, and then actually signed like three clients to September. Um, Results were okay. Didn't really do that great. Signed a few. I think I had like five clients before December. And they're kind of like intermediate clients, not like the greatest clients. And then starting out this year, I got like my full time like paid in full client. Was it email or not email? It was a marketing agency actually. Got pretty good results from all the stuff that I found in your guys' group. Then signed uh, a few big clients from just everything that you guys, being in the group, you guys helped with like the emails, scripts, the everything. It was free. It was $27, whatever it was. So yeah, and then I saw you had like the one-on-one, and I had been interested for a long time, but just wasn't like really the right timing as far as like how my clients were set up and kind of everything put together. Decided to join in was it May that when I started? Yeah,
Yeah.
so it has
A little under
been
two
like
months ago, right? Something like that. Or is it 2 months? Maybe 2 months. Something like
yeah,
that.
2 months, and then actually as soon as I joined, got like a ton of great information from Gus and Nathan. Ended up signing since then with like some new scripts and everything that has been given me. Ended up signing I think like 4 or 5 new deals since like a month, and they're all retainer plus rev share big deals.
Nice.
Definitely would not have been able to do it without like joining the one on one and all the help from you guys.
You'll probably figure it out at some point.
It would have taken a long time. It would have taken
Okay.
a longer time.
Okay.
So
So,
it definitely
so
sped everything up.
and in terms of revenue, what are you doing now? And what did you do in terms of revenue before you joined the program? So the
Yeah,
one-on-one program.
yeah. So right before I joined, I was hovering around like 10, 12 ish. It could have been like a seven. It was around there. And then joined the program, and I think just last week we hit 25K. So we're at like 25K
Nice.
revenue. Yeah, so
Nice. And I
a little boost.
and how much is that in terms of profit?
Profit, we're at like 75% profit margin. So the
Nice,
math isn't that bad in math.
nice, nice. Okay, so take me back, bro. So you started running an email marketing agency, right? So how did that
Mm.
come about?
Yeah, I think I started running that because I mean I was on like Twitter. I got caught by like I was in a group before this one. I think it was
Okay,
the Wiz Utopia.
Utopia.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah, I was in
yeah,
there, and they kind of had like the full rundown. I think Nathan was in there too. I think that's where I found Nathan.
yeah.
But,
Nathan was a huge guy in there.
yeah, and then so I kind of just saw it on Twitter, and I was like, well, this is interesting. Um, and I've always kind of wanted to go in the route of like having my own agency, like doing something in business.
Yeah.
So that's why I started that, and then this business model was a lot more attractive to what I wanted to do.
How come?
And I'd already wanted to be like kind of like I had been doing interviews and stuff like that for sales closer positions and like SDR positions already for like 6 months before that. So I was kind of just
Okay.
trying to figure out what I wanted to
So you
do.
was in that space for a long time.
Yeah, not super long time, but like I'd say
Okay.
like probably close to a year ish
Yeah.
before. So yeah, but
And
it
what
was
about this model were more attractive than the like the email marketing business model?
well for me, I just understood it.
Okay.
So with email marketing, there's like probably 3 or 4 months where you're like they tell you to learn it, right? Like people are just like you need to put in the work and learn it. But I'm sitting here learning it, and I just didn't really it didn't click like at all with
Yeah.
me. The way I think just it just didn't. It's a lot like I don't know. You have to have like a marketing sense of like copywriting, kind of some
Yeah.
long form. I don't know. It just didn't really fit with what I was like trying to learn, I guess.
Okay.
But then when I did this, I understood like I understand numbers a lot better. So with like B2B sales, as long as you understand numbers and you kind of understand like pain points and stuff like that, it ended up working out and I just understood it a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the biggest attractive point for this business model, right? Is that like with all these other agency models, you need to learn so many things. There's way too
Yeah.
many things that you need to learn. Where this is just you need to know how to book meetings, and
Yeah.
that's it. And that's how you get your first client, and that's also how you get results, right?
Yep.
All right. So, but that's crazy, bro. So you start in August, you join our group in August, and then you just kind of learn from
Mhm.
the group, being very active in there, like you've been active for a long time in there. You
Yeah.
get your first few clients, and then is it so you said January is where it starts picking up, and you get from where like three or what were you doing before January?
So like revenue wise or
Yeah.
client wise? Revenue wise, it was like especially on like 4,000, 3,000
Okay.
revenue. And that was from one client, booking and meetings. It was the marketing agency. I think it was like I
Okay.
signed him early December and then and it was like kind of or like late December and then early January. I can't remember the exact timing of it,
Okay.
but that was like the first person that actually had brought in revenue. And then I signed like a bigger like $1 million company after that, like not like the small agencies, like actual company.
Yeah.
Um, and then since then I've just been bringing in like consistent meetings.
Nice. So, but that's also
Yeah.
crazy. So you start in August and you already like signed a few clients, you start making some money, and then already in January you're making about $45,000 a month.
Yeah, yeah. I would say like I put in, that was just like my full-time thing. I was doing it like every day. So, I didn't really have a choice to
Okay,
figure it out. So
when did you decide to go just full in on online business?
I think really after I signed my first client, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do
Okay, yeah,
it.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's like, I whenever I do something, I have to be like either completely in or just I can't like be halfway in or I'm just not
Yeah,
gonna work. So
but you just gotta see that first win, right? You just gotta see that it's
yeah,
possible. And when you know it's
yeah.
possible, okay, so this is possible. If I can get someone to pay me money online, I mean, I can definitely
Hmm.
get more people. And if I can get someone already to give me, I don't know, like a $1,000, $2,000 onboarding fee, then I
Yeah.
know that, okay, I can maybe get people to pay me that on a monthly basis or a
Yep.
weekly basis even. Okay, so then from January, you're doing like $4,000 a month.
Mhm.
And then I
Yep.
see in the Discord, because you're very active in the Discord, that all of a sudden you're doing like 8,000. And then like the next week, you're doing 9,000, 10,000, and even
Mhm.
12,000. So is that mainly because of just you learning more about booking meetings and pumping up the performance basis, or is it you signing more clients?
Yeah, so I think where the big bump came from was, I mean, I could just say it's kind of lucky. Like, it's a client we signed that was like had a really good offer for a really good niche. So we're bringing in like 6, 7,000 just from him.
Nice.
And then it was also from like onboarding fees every month that we're getting. So like whenever you sign someone to get like, so I was signing like one person a month, so that would attribute to the revenue. And then as far as like all that goes, I would just say like that one, like it just takes like that one really really good offer client to like bring in the revenue like 6, 7 thousand dollars a month from like just
Yeah,
one.
that's crazy. That's crazy. And what would you say is the biggest factor when determining like a good offer for a client?
How specific it is like towards a specific niche. So um not to like get too like what into what they do, but they offer a software to like buy here, pay here car dealerships. So you have like new car dealerships, and then you have used car dealerships, and then you have buy here, pay here. That's like a third tier down of like
Yeah.
really, really, really specific software for them. And then like these people weren't reached that much to be like not that many emails going in their inbox. And the offer, like they needed the software, like it's like new-ish. So I would say as long as it can either, like save them some like time, make them money, and it's specific enough to where like you can offer something specific to a specific person and it like meets their needs, that's where it kind of
Yeah.
is really good.
Yeah. Okay, so you join, so you're doing about 10, absolutely fucking amazing, bro. Like going like the growth happened so fast. Like I remember like
Yeah.
seeing like in January, okay, Connor's doing better and better and better, and then all of a sudden just hitting that 10, $12,000 mark. And that's kind of like the point when you started or when you joined our one-on-one program. So can you maybe speak a little bit about like what changed after joining the one-on-one program? Like what have we helped you with after joining that one-on-one program? And what's become easier and what have we kind of helped you with?
Yeah, so I mean, from like with the first day I joined, we kind of went over like my offer and my pricing, and we just kind of, you said, need to change my pricing up, my offer a little bit, niche down into some niches, and then gave me some scripts to use for email. And then so far, like the most helpful thing has been like learning how to use AI with email, I think, because
Yeah,
I mean, like you can use AI with email all you want. It's not really that great until you actually know what you're doing and
yeah.
have like a use for it. So, him making like the custom workflows for all of that.
And when Connor
Um,
says him, Nathan, right?
yeah, Nathan. And then
Nathan, the fucking wizard.
yeah, he like come up with his like, here's like a code script, run it on his code, like went into a call with me, taught me how to set it up with like the specific code, with the
Yeah,
APIs, got me leads for like I said, the buy here, pay here car dealerships, helped me get leads for that client, which is like really, really difficult to get. Like they have no social presence. You basically have to, without the custom workflows or whatever, you basically have to go and just type in buy here, pay here car dealerships in whatever city and like scrape it yourself. Like,
yeah.
it's not like easy to
Way
get.
too manual work.
Yeah. So there's no other way to get it other than like the custom stuff that he built out. And then as far as like just ongoing support, anytime I have a question, it's answered. Anytime I need something, it's answered. Um, if he helped me with my website copy, my VSL copy. So far it's been like it's just like a full ongoing support of like what you need. And I would say it's like really, really, really helpful for someone that knows what they're kind of doing, but like really needs that next step of like, okay, I don't really know what's going on, but and then come in and give guidance to that.
Yeah, I think the most valuable part, like yes, there's that accountability and there's that like you always get your questions answered. But I think the most valuable part is just the way Nathan he kind of thinks about cold email because he's
Yeah,
so technical and he just knows everything about every single software. So you start out with a lead gen agency and you can kind of brute force it up to $5,000, $10,000 a month. But when
mhm,
you hit that point, it's very hard to scale if you don't have these systems in place.
yeah,
And I was never like a big systems guy. So the only way I could kind of scale my agency was through paid ads. That was the only
mhm,
way I knew it. Where Nathan, he's like obviously doing so well, like doing about $65,000 a month, but he only runs it with cold email. And just to be able to see, also just from my end, watching Nathan build all those workflows, it's
Hmm.
just so insane. Like
Yeah.
nobody does that, and nobody on like Twitter or YouTube talks about any of this stuff. Like you cannot
No, no,
find this stuff.
no, no, no. It's like like I always tell people like because it's hard to. I always tell people like, okay, I'm in this coaching program, like, oh, coaching, oh, consult, whatever. But then I'm like, no, no, no. I don't think they like actually fully understand like what I'm getting or what I'm getting from you guys. Like it's full on custom. Like if he made Twitter content about this, he would have like 100,000 followers in
Yeah,
like less than a year. It would just be like,
yeah,
bro, it's crazy.
yeah. It's one of those things that it's like there comes a point with content where you find something, and if you can share it on YouTube or Twitter for free, it's probably not
Mhm.
that good, right? But
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you really find something that is just like I think you mentioned in the Discord chat, like a literal money printer, because that's what it
yeah,
feels like when you like legit get a campaign and like a workflow and AI working together. Um,
yeah.
you don't want to share that stuff. It's too valuable.
No, no. Yeah, no, that recent one I just launched like last week with the AI workflow, whatever. That was like the best performing campaign I've ever had. It was
Yeah.
like 6% reply rate and like 30% positive from the 6%. So that's crazy. That's like
Yeah,
not even
and you haven't even sent that many emails yet.
yeah, it was like 3,000. So
Yeah. Now that's crazy. Yeah, I think that's a big element, right? So like a lot of people they talk about coaching, and um for the last 2 years, something that has popped up a lot is like those coaching programs, but it's not a coaching program, it's like weekly group calls.
mhm.
And then it's not really training, it's like you get a course, but it's still like
Yeah.
very high ticket. So like can you maybe speak a little bit about that? Like this is not one of these things.
Yeah, no. So like I would say, because the original group, like Lead Degens, that's like the lower ticket subscription. That's kind of like what it is. Like there's weekly group calls. There's if you need a script here and there, Nathan will help, or if you have any questions, there's a lot of people that can answer those questions. A lot of people that know Lead Gen in that Discord now. So it's kind of like a just like an ongoing thing. But with this, it's like, okay, I asked a question today, I get an answer today with like a full breakdown of how to do it. I'm like, okay, that you'd have to pay. I mean, I've taken on like coaching calls before, like just like an hour coaching call with like people that
Yeah.
are in whatever cold email or whatever it is. And they'll say, okay, well, this is good and that's good, but they don't give you anywhere near like what you're looking for like this. It's way more in depth.
Yeah. All right, nice, bro. So, a few last questions. Would you recommend starting a prospecting business agency to other people, and why would you do it?
Yeah, I would say if you are someone that is driven to do something and can work on your own at first and learn and like get over the first initial like hump of what it is like business, it's not easy. It's like it's pretty hard. And if you're someone that uh is not afraid of like rejection and working and all that stuff, then yeah, 100%. Because it's a business model that once you know how to do it, it works for pretty much anyone. And you're actually bringing something that people need. Like people
Yeah,
need guidance in B2B market. Because a lot of these people are like technical, I mean, nerds, so to speak, that are like really smart and have like a
yeah,
really good product, but they don't know what they're doing, right?
yeah,
So for like marketing. So it's they need help with that. So if you just take the time to actually learn it um and you know do a lot of research and work, it's probably one of the best business models you get into, especially as like a beginner, because it's anyone I feel like anyone could learn it if they put in the time.
yeah, 100%. And why do you feel like it's one of the better beginner business models?
Because like for me, when I was thinking about it, I had like a guide on how to set up cold email accounts, right? So it took me 2 days my first time to set up all the domains and all that. and then you get all your leads, and you can start sending out emails within like 2 days.
Yeah.
Right now, it's not be great results, but you can see what people are saying, and um, get results, like get market feedback like instantly. So it's something that you can start quickly and continuously learn and get feedback. That's a
Yeah.
lot of things aren't like that. A lot of things is like you throw it out there and you don't get the feedback back that you're looking for, and it's hard to improve with some of those business models.
Yeah. And would you recommend the one-on-one program to people that is looking to scale up?
Yeah, 100%. Especially if like you are someone that has like a base of what you're doing, even if you have like just a little bit of MRR coming in, it's really good. Now, if you don't know what cold email is, you don't know, and it's probably not the best, just because it's really technical, and you probably won't get as much value out of it if you don't know like kind of what you're doing.
You
But
need
as
to
long
know
as
the
you know,
basics.
yeah, you need to know the basics, especially because it's something that you need to like. That's how you get good, is learning it yourself at first. And then, but as far as like anyone that has like a base and is looking to like scale like a lot faster, I definitely recommend, because you're learning something from people that have had years in the industry and are doing it right now, and you're kind of like skipping years ahead of like what you would have to take to get there. You're like buying back time essentially. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice, brother. Okay. And last thing before we wrap this up, fucking Connor, 0 to 8,000 to 10,000 to 12,000 to 25,000 very, very fast. I think it's one of
Yeah.
the fastest explosions in revenue. For anyone that is watching that is struggling with maybe a lead gen agency or outbound or booking meetings, whatever it is, do you have any, like, what is your biggest tip for those people to kind of get more meetings or boost their revenue with an outbound prospecting business?
I would say, for I mean, also that kind of just depends like what they're struggling with. But like as far as like just starting and doing it, and actually getting meetings for yourself and closing clients, just record like all your meetings, look all at the back, and keep improving like every day, so you know kind of what you need to improve on. And always be doing research. Follow a lot of people on like Twitter that are doing cold email. Join groups that are doing cold email. Just kind of absorb as much information as possible from people, so that way you know what people are doing, and you also know what doesn't work. As in a sense that like if you are trying to learn, it's just better to know like what people are doing, and you kind of connect all the dots between what everyone's doing and just put it
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Connor. Thank you so much. Maybe we'll do another one of these when you hit $50,000 a month.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be there, next month. So
Next month. And then we'll do another one at
yeah,
$100,000.
yeah. A million a month, bro.
Connor, where's your trophy? Where's the $10,000 a month trophy?
Oh yeah, we got that. The GOAT trophy, bro. It's right here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. I still got it right next to me. So
Nice. We might need to create another trophy at some point when people hit $50,000.
yeah, for sure. Need another role in the Discord.
Yeah.